different topics that we're gonna be talking about VITA, a free tax preparation program. Also, we have a Miss Kendall from that she's gonna be talking about the food nutrition program. We're gonna be talking about the importance of filling those meal applications, and we're gonna have Ms. Sue talking about the school choice, and we're gonna have some raffles. Please grab your cup of coffee and let's get ready to start. Okay. So we're going to start with Miss Sasha, and she is with VITA, the free tax preparation program. Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Nora. Thank you all for being here this morning. Right, I guess that's my cue to share my screen. I got it. Okay, is everyone able to see that?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So thank you again for being here with us and giving me this opportunity to come and talk about my wonderful, wonderful volunteer income tax assistance program. So this program is brought in the West Valley by a nonprofit, A New Leaf. A New Leaf is mainly based out of Mesa, but they are gradually branching out here in the West Valley as well. It's been around for over 50 years. Well, last year, 2021, which just ended for all of us. It was our 50th year. So we've been around for half a century. Last year, we served approximately 27,000 individuals in the Phoenix metro area.
I will raise my coffee cup to that.
Woohoo! Yes. New Leaf has 25 plus programs. These are in the West Valley. We have homeless shelter, we have domestic violence shelter, behavioral health programs, community service, and the big part of community service program is the West Valley VITA, or the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, the one that I bring to our communities here in the Valley. What is VITA? VITA is a volunteer program which is sponsored by the IRS. We are here to help individuals who need assistance in filing their taxes, typically low to moderate income families. People with higher income limit can definitely go to paid preparers and pay someone to get their taxes done. Because it is a volunteer program, we are here to help people who cannot afford to go and pay those high tax preparation fees. Any people with disability, our veterans, our seniors, anyone who has a limited English speaking capability, we are here to help those people. And we provide this service absolutely free of cost. We never accept any kind of payments. We don't accept any kind of monetary donations in return of preparation of this free taxes. It is brought by the volunteers, but all the volunteers are certified by the IRS before anyone can come and help out at our VITA sites. So we very proudly say and share about this program is that we are all certified by the IRS. So we know what we're doing. And a big part of our volunteer pool is also CPAs, enrolled agents, and even IRS agents who are currently active also come and help us out at our VITA sites and give back to the community. So we have a whole pool of professionals also who come and volunteer. So we can always ask for their help or assistance or pick their brain on something that we normally don't come across. So this is all the VITA program is. Now we do all of this for free in the West Valley. What's the impact of this program on the community? Like I said, we prepare it for free. The taxes, all the taxes are prepared for free. We help save over $600,000 in tax preparation fees just this past tax season. When I say about the VITA program, this is only the West Valley locations. This program, we have other partners also who provide the similar service in City of Phoenix and East Valley locations, in Gila County, in Tucson area. This is a nationwide program. So when I'm talking about that estimated over $600,000, which we help save the community only in the preparation fees, that's just the West Valley, a very small part of this program, which is the nationwide program. What we also make sure is that all the eligible individuals get the credits that they should be getting. Major part of the credits is the earned income tax credit, education credit for our students who are going to the college, child tax credit, that is big this year. I'm sure we all are aware of that. Other dependent credits. So there are various credits that we make sure, because we are trained by the IRS, we make sure everyone who is eligible to get these credits do get the credits. And finally, if we look at the return on investment, that means all the refund that we help bring back to the community. We helped bring back an estimated over $5 million in tax refunds. And that is only again in the West Valley locations, $5 million. So the impact of this program is huge, as we can say. And this is what we're here for. We're here for those individuals, those families who cannot afford to go and pay and still want their taxes to be done correctly, because we will do them accurately. Just because we're doing it for free does not mean we don't know what we're doing. You know, there's that saying, you get what you pay for. Yeah, you pay nothing to us, but you get accurate, 100% accurate, complete tax return with us. We can very proudly say that. And I can say that because IRS does come to our sites they call it review. I call it the audit. They come and see how we're running the sites. How is the service that we're providing? How well are we preparing the returns for these needy individuals? And over the last 5 years, since a new leaf has taken over this program in the West Valley, every single year, we've got 100% quality rating from the IRS. So that's a very proud thing for us to say, that though we prepare it for free, we know what we're doing and we prepare accurate tax returns. So the clients will have that peace of mind when they leave our sites, that I know my return is done correctly. So of course, it's win-win-win with VITA. Who win? People win. You all win. Our community wins, because we prepare it for free. We prepare accurate returns and we prepare it in a timely manner. So you all win. The whole community wins. All the tax dollars that we help save, they come back to the communities. Because if we don't charge you money for preparing the taxes, you have that extra money in your pocket, right? What are you going to do? You'll go back and spend on something that you need. So it's coming back to the community. It's coming back to the economy. And that also helps build the economy, build the place that we live in, build our own financial stability as well. The volunteers also win. You would think, why would someone come and do the taxes for free? Because it's a big skill. It's a huge skill. Yeah, we're a bunch of crazy weirdos. We love doing the taxes and we love helping people. When we have our clients who come and just say thank you to us, they cry in front of us, we hug, and it's just amazing that we feel so humble providing the service to the community. And it feels good that we're doing something which is impacting the life of a certain individual positively. So it's a wonderful feeling. So our volunteers, like I said, a group of crazy weirdos who love doing taxes and give back to the community at the same time. The other important thing when someone would like to volunteer with us is we prepare them to prepare the taxes completely free of cost also. So we train them. So we recruit volunteers, we train them in tax laws, and then they help us give back to the community. I am very proud to say and happy to say that this year I'm going to start a brand new site at Glendale High School. So I have 9 high school students who got certified, junior high and senior high students. They got certified as tax preparers, and they're the ones who are going to be preparing the returns for the community, along with support from other volunteers who are seasoned volunteers. So it is a big step for them. especially our younger generation. They're going to do the taxes for a major part of the rest of their life. It's a life skill. Everyone should know how to do it. And what better than start that early in their age? So they will be doing taxes. So once they are done with the school, they're done with their college, and they're building their resume, guess what? IRS certified tax law preparer. It looks fantastic on the resume. It helps them get jobs. It opens up internship opportunities for them. Our professionals who come and help us out, our CPAs, enrolled agents, we all need continuing education credit to keep our credentials. Volunteering with VITA, they can get it for free. Otherwise, to get the classes for these CE credits, they can pay anywhere from $40 to $200, $500 for each class. So it helps them too. And in turn, it helps us gain knowledge and prepare great tax returns for our community members. So everybody wins. Just briefly, what the timeline of volunteer income tax assistance program is. We start volunteer recruitment August through October. September, October is when we usually have our information sessions where we explain what this program is, what's expected of our volunteers, how we run our site, blah, 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 all of that. November through January is when we actually do our tax law trainings. We just finished our training. I had my session last night. So that was our final session. And then January end usually is when we start the tax filing season. This year, we're going to start January 31st, which is, so that's the day we're going to start preparing the taxes, and we'll be out and about everywhere in the West Valley doing what we love to do. Yeah, I even go back and I keep singing, it's the most wonderful time of the year for us tax geeks. So yeah, we're very excited about the tax season coming up. All right, so briefly about the volunteer roles that we offer. So if you know of anyone who's interested in this and would love to learn about doing taxes or just help come out and give back to the community, but I'm not good with numbers, I don't want to do anything with tax laws, that's okay. We still need greeters and screeners. They play a very important role at all of our sites in running this program. So just be a greeter screener, don't have to be a tax preparer. But we have greeter screeners, tax preparers, quality reviewers, site coordinators, instructors, interpreters. We are always in need of interpreters, especially Spanish speaking and ASL. So if you know of anyone who knows these languages, additional languages, and wants to come and help us, help the community, please ask them to reach out to me. I would love to have you be a part of this team. But there are various roles that we offer for anyone who is interested in coming in, helping us out. When we talked about the training, there are a couple of trainings which are kind of like the basic ethics trainings that everyone takes. And then if anyone is interested in being a tax law preparer, then they need to take the additional tax law trainings. So this is just to give you an overview of the trainings which are involved. What do we include in our tax law training? It's up to 45 hours of training. It's face-to-face and virtual. We have real world tax law examples where the volunteers prepare the returns, mock returns before they actually go out and help the general public. So we provide all of that. We provide the study material, we provide everything. So this tax training is absolutely free of cost to anyone who wants to join the team. All we ask is in return of this free tax law training, because we are spending around 45 hours and all of that time and effort and money and everything on you guys. Help us give back to the community. That's all we ask of, that you volunteer with us during the tax season at least 40 hours. And that's during the whole tax season, which is about 2.5 months. So if you are at a site once a week for 4 hours, because that's as long as our sites usually open for, you will meet our requirement. So that's all we're asking in return of everything that we are providing to you free of cost. Help us come and give back to the community. So this is how the VITA site actually runs. And look at that, the picture up is from our wonderful site at Littleton Elementary School District office. Woohoo! This is pre-COVID, of course, so you see all of us without the masks. And there's Miss Carrie when we did her taxes. And you see that young girl with the glasses, she's only 16. Well, she was. She's an adult now because this is a couple of years old picture. She was only 16 when she was coming and volunteering us. So there's no age limitation for anyone who wants to come and help us out and give back to the community. For the past 2 seasons, we have changed the process a little. So we are doing it drop-offs only, meaning when you come, you sign in, and we're going to open as walk-ins for everyone to come and sign, get their taxes done. It's going to be first come, first serve basis, but we are going to limit the number of people that we see because we can only do so many returns each day. And last year, at the Littleton School District office, oh my gosh, we would open our site about 4 o'clock. So our volunteers are there around 3:30. And we'll come in and Miss Nora would be like, you know what? People have been lining up here since 12 o'clock. And there would be a long line of about 50 people outside the building coming to get their taxes in. And what do we say? We crazy weirdo volunteers. We're like, oh yes, we are so happy we have all these people who we can help out. But we have to limit them because we have limited number of volunteers. We have their own capability of helping only certain number of individuals based on how many volunteers are available that day. So unfortunately, we had to send some people back, but we have other sites available that they can go there, or this is comfortable. We always ask them to come back to where they were the following week, and we'll be able to help them out again. So you come in, it's first come, first serve. We give you some paperwork to fill out. Once you fill that out, you sit with the volunteer for about 10-15 minutes interview. That's when the volunteer takes all the tax documents from you and gives you an appointment for the following week to come and pick up the completed taxes. So for you to come and see us first to drop off your documents, it's walk-in. But to pick up the following week, you get an appointment. And during this week is when the tax preparation and quality review and all of that stuff happens in the background. We will be still following the COVID protocols, which includes social distancing, and masks will be required by our taxpayers and the volunteers at all times. And the masks should always cover the face and the nose, the mouth and the nose, not the face. Can't cover the whole face. Okay. Okay, so we're always in need of donations. If you know of any companies or organizations or anyone who is donating some kind of stuff, if you know your spouses, your partners' companies donating some stuff, any kind of things, pens, clipboards, highlighters, binders, whatever that they're donating, we can use any kind of office supplies. So just let me know if you know of anyone who is interested in any donations. This is our group here in the Central Arizona. So as you see, we have a new leaf serving the West Valley, City of Phoenix, Tempe Community Council, Mesa United Way, Masters of Coin, Rehoboth, and of course, AARP also. And a big part of our network is, of course, the IRS and the Arizona Department of Revenue. So the picture here that you see, we all used to meet up once a month, and we have IRS agents here. We have Arizona Department of Revenue, their representative, and the representatives from all of the partners who are listed. So we all would get together. We still do. It's virtual now. Once a month, we get together. We find out what's going right, what's going wrong, what are our challenges. We share our good stories and all of that kind of fun stuff. So every month, we all meet up. Now, here's the list of our West Valley site locations. In Avondale, we have 3. We have at the Avondale Resource Center, we're opening back the Estrella Mountain Community College this year. And of course, one of our favorite sites, Littleton Elementary School District office. So we will be here at Littleton every Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m. to take the drop-offs. We have one site in Buckeye, we have 3 in Glendale and our brand new site, Glendale High School, which I'm super excited about. It's going to be a fun experience for me. First time. So we'll see how that goes. So we have a couple of sites in Peoria, a couple of sites in Surprise, White Tank Library, and we are also going in at Luke Air Force Base. So these are all the sites in the West Valley where we would be offering to get the taxes done. So I have a flyer that I will be sharing with Miss Nora that she can share with all the parents, which will have a list of all of the sites in the West Valley. But if you know of your friends or relatives who are not here in the Maricopa County, they can be in any other state also. And if you want to tell them about this program, there's an easy way to look up the VITA sites anywhere in the US. The IRS website offers that. So here's the link. You just go there, click on that link, you enter the zip code, you pick a radius, how far you want to travel, and it's going to give you the locations of all the sites anywhere in the US. Or there is that IRS phone number that you can call and get the information to. Do we have time for questions? I'm sorry, I didn't keep tab of. I think I'm 3 minutes over.
You are running fine on time. As a matter of fact, I want you and I to talk a little bit more about this program because your geekiness is contagious and you get us so excited over here. I'd like to give our audience a little bit of history. A couple years ago, Ms. Pooja approached me and was looking for a site for this program, looking for a home. And we were proud to offer the Littleton Family Welcome Center, which is located on 107th Avenue, just south of Buckeye Road. And we're a couple years into this, right?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be our third year.
A third year. Of course, we were interested in hosting. Amazing to see how this program has grown. Absolutely free. When she says that, she means it. There is no catch to you coming in to do this. And we are super proud. I have to tell you, last year, I was a little worried with COVID that it was going to slow them down. But she put that in her presentation. I had that in my comments. It did not slow them down. They did everything safe. We moved some things outside when we could. They took the paperwork in. They changed the rotation a little bit, and they got it done. Now, they keep stats, of course, on all their work. And so that's why she was able to put so many numbers. But every time she sends the stats from our site at the Littleton Family Welcome Center, I am bragging to the executive team and the governing board saying, look what they are doing. Such an amazing program. So you call yourselves crazy weirdos. I say big hearts, especially for us here in the West Valley. I want to make sure that people didn't miss this piece because this is 3 years we've been talking about this. She's looking for volunteers all the time and recruits, but trains. And then you have a skill forever that can go wherever with you. So if anyone listening to this knows someone or is thinking, I've always wanted to be a tax preparer, or I want to learn how to do my own better, right? Come, do your time volunteering back with the community, but you have a skill forever. And congratulations to you for getting started with high school kids. Like,
yes, thank you. I've been trying to get into high schools for the last couple of years. I actually went and helped out at a couple of FAFSA nights with them. And that's how I was able to get my foot in. Like, yeah, let me help these parents who are filling out the FAFSA applications because sometimes they don't know how to read the tax returns. Right. I got my foot in and we'll see how it goes. I'm super excited about that.
Those kids might become IRS agents.
Absolutely. I mean, one of our volunteer at ASU West, when we had that open, because we have IRS agents who also come and help us out. That young man was offered an internship by the IRS in their criminal investigation department. So it opens up a wide variety of doors for everyone. Estrella Mountain Community College has also started the Enrolled Agent program now. Enrolled Agent is a credential which is equivalent to a CPA, but it's a credential provided by the IRS. And the first stepping stone towards that is the VITA program, because they do ask for VITA experience. So there's a whole world that this program offers up for our volunteers, and also, of course, give back to the community. That's the major part that we love doing.
Awesome. And then let's not forget either, I learned today, I talk about this program all the time and coming in, and I know you're recruiting volunteers, but I made a special note to myself today to make sure that our business partners know that you're always looking for donations for office supplies.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's probably a lot of businesses that would help out with that. So we'll make a note to make sure that we're helping spread that word. Looks
Thank
like we
you.
have some new people joining us. I don't know if we lost one and gained one. However, every Thursday, starting what day?
First week of February. I think it is, oops, not the calculator. February 3rd.
So we are just a little less than 4 weeks away. Littleton Family Welcome Center, that is located on 107th Avenue, just south of Buckeye Road. And you do not need an appointment. It is first come, first serve. And they will very safely help you get this important detail taken care of. I don't know about you guys, but it weighs heavily on me once I start getting my forms back from my employers, like, oh, I got to get this done. So this is a convenient and very economical way to get your taxes done. Miss Hedrick. Hi, thank you for joining us.
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm sorry I couldn't log on earlier.
Okay, well, welcome. We just had an awesome presentation about tax preparation, free tax preparation, right here at our district office. So you'll be able to see that in the recording, because we are recording today because we have such cool information. So, okay, Miss Nora, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Pooja, and we are so happy to have you again, you and your wonderful team. And we are getting ready to, we're going to post this information on our social media, and also we're getting ready to give out the flyers to it for our community. Thank you. And next, we have prepared a raffle. I know that we had a parent that maybe she had to log out, but we'll contact her because she is the winner of a raffle today. Okay, next we're having Miss Kendall, and she's gonna talk to us about the food nutrition program. Go ahead, Miss Kendall.
Wonderful. Nora, thank you so much. Just so I time the presentation correctly, it's about 15 minutes, correct? It's about,
Yes.
yeah, 15 minutes. Okay. All right, so I will keep my eye on the clock so I don't go over. Thank you so much.
Don't feel pressure, because we are chill. This is called a coffee talk, and we have conversations about cool stuff. We grab a cup of coffee and we share information with the community. So don't feel pressure. Tell us your good news.
Great. I wish I had my coffee. All I have with me are some nuts. This is usually my snack that I keep right here by my computer so I don't go hungry or starve. Let me pull up this really quick PowerPoint that I have. So just a quick intro. My name is Kendall Hedrick, and thank you so much for inviting me this morning. I've been teaching nutrition with the University of Arizona for about 3 or 4 years now. I really don't know. Time just goes so quickly. So it's been a long time. I give classes in English and in Spanish across Maricopa County. So I've got classes way in the East Valley, way in the West Valley. And especially now that a lot of my classes are online, I'm able to teach pretty much anywhere and anytime. Before I started with the University of Arizona, I was also able to do classes abroad, and I taught in the Dominican Republic and in Argentina. Absolutely loved it, doing the same thing, teaching nutrition classes. And I'm glad I get to keep doing it here in Arizona also. So let me tell you a little bit about our program. Am I able to share my screen? Okay, let me see if I can. Hold on. share screen. All right, I think it's showing now, correct?
We see
Okay,
you.
so our program, it's called Fnep, and that stands for Expanded Food and Nutrition Education Program. And Fnep is sponsored by the US government. Um, every single state in the US gets to participate in this program. And we at the University of Arizona, we won the grant to be able to give these classes here in Arizona. So whatever state you go to, there's a different university in charge of giving these FNEP classes. So what we're teaching, it's not just something that we're doing at U of A, it's a national program. It's got so many more people involved in it, and it's great. I really like being a part of something bigger than myself, bigger than the university. It's nationwide, so that's something that I get excited about. FNEP was really started to give people an opportunity to have the education that you would get if you were able to take classes at the university level, or even just have basic nutrition information. A lot of people in our community don't have access to it or aren't able to pay for the classes or get to the university in Tucson or classes at Arizona State. So what FNEP does, we bring the classes from the university to the community. These are excellent nutrition classes. They go over all the basics of nutrition. I think of it kind of like an intro to nutrition class at U of A, like a nutrition 101 kind of thing. And it's great information. And the thing about it is these classes are completely free for the community, and they're free to our organizations that we work with to offer these classes to the community. Thank goodness we do have that grant from the government that we're able to give these classes without charging a single dime. So one thing we do ask from all of our participants is that they help us report that they have taken the class to the government, and so we have all of our participants fill out a welcome form and then also an exit form, so then we can send that back to our funder and say, look, people are actually taking this class, they're learning something from this class, and this class is needed. So that's what we're excited to do here. Let me try and switch. Dun, dun. Oh, there's me. So I've been teaching nutrition. Honestly, I don't have my major in nutrition. My degree's in international business, and it's in communication. So I took a few nutrition classes when I was in college, and then when I went to the Dominican Republic to teach, I was teaching business classes originally. And after my business classes, a lot of my students would invite me back to their homes for lunch or for dinner or just to chill, but they'd always give me food, and most of it was very sugar filled, lots of juices with extra sugar added to these natural juices, and it was absolutely delicious. But unfortunately, I also lived right next to the sugar factory, and I lived right among all of the sugarcane fields. So sugar was just a part of the community, and a lot of the people in the community had diabetes, and they didn't realize that it was from their diets. And so I saw it immediately when I was invited to these homes and I was given all these delicious foods. And then they would tell me, oh yeah, my sister's 32 and she has type 2 diabetes, or my father passed away from diabetes at 50 something. And it was just normal to them, and it blew me away. And I said, you know what? I love teaching business, but I could pivot and teach nutrition and really be in a place where I'm able to save lives. So that's when I really got the urge and the joy to really start teaching nutrition. So when I came back to the States after my 2 years in the Dominican, I signed up to do a master's degree in nutrition at Arizona State. And so I started that. I did that for about 2 years part-time, otherwise I would have finished. I did not finish the degree. When I was almost halfway done with all of my classes, I was offered this job with U of A to come start teaching. And so that's what I did. And then I have another job in communication, but it kind of all works together because even though I'm teaching nutrition, I'm still able to communicate, which I love. And I do have a solid base from all of the intro classes that I took to nutrition. And so that's what I'm able to teach. One day I think I would like to go back and finish that degree, but
Did
not
I
today.
catch that right? U of A poached you from ASU?
They did.
Ooh.
U of A poached me from ASU. That was good listening. Absolutely.
I
But
told
it
you we're
was
informal here. This is coffee talk.
it was a very amicable poaching. Very amicable. So what I want to share really quick with you is kind of like the intro to what the class is usually like. And then if anyone is interested, I would love to come back and teach the whole course. The course, it consists of 4 classes. And so this one that I'm going to share with you really quick, it's the first class. It's going to be a really quick overview of the first class. And then the next 3 classes is when we really jump into the meat of the material. And so I do want to tell you about the program, show you what the class is like, but my hope and my desire is to be able to come back and teach the whole thing for you because it's so good. This information is so good. I've had students come back and tell me that they changed not only their diet, but the diets of their entire family, the kids, the husbands, the grandparents, cut out sugar, found themselves eating more healthy fats and just being more cognizant of the foods that they were eating. And they come back happier, and so that's what makes me happy. So this is an intro to class number 1, pretty much. So what we go over is the effect that food has on our body. Everything that we put in us has either a positive or a negative effect. And sometimes when we're hungry, we just want something to grab really quick. We may not be thinking, is this really going to be good for my long-term health or not? And so with this class, it's something I want us to keep at the forefront of our minds. Whatever it is that we're going to be chewing on or drinking, is this going to have a positive impact or a negative impact, short-term and long-term, on my health? What we teach is that we're able to train ourselves to desire and crave those healthy foods. Does anyone here get chocolate cravings or pizza cravings? I don't know why, but I've been getting hamburger cravings recently. I don't know where this is coming from. But we start craving things, and when you give in to that craving, you crave it more, maybe at a later date. But whatever you feed yourself, that's what you crave. And so we're able to teach ourselves and teach our appetite to crave healthy things and to crave things that maybe now we think, that's kind of not delicious. But after you eat it for a while, maybe not wanting to, when you don't have it, you find out that you kind of crave that healthy thing. Pooja says barbecue chips. Delicious. I love salty things. I'm kind of a salty person, not like mean, but like I crave savory things instead of sweet things. So chips are also my weakness. I tend to go for the regular Lay's potato chips. I'll eat 1 or 2 or 3. Try not to eat the whole bag. Not always successful. But yeah, so in this class, we teach you what to eat, and it's something that I absolutely love doing. Let me see. So we've got food and nutrients and calories. These are all a part of our diet. Food is what we get our nutrients from. Nutrients can be broken down into your macronutrients or your micronutrients. And your macronutrients are really what we focus on a lot in this course. You've got your carbs, your fats, and your proteins. Those are the macronutrients. And so we have a whole class dedicated to each one of these. We have a whole class about carbs, a whole class about protein, a whole class about fats, and I love every single one of these classes. Even though I teach them, I come out learning something new every single time. So these are my favorite things to jump into and learn about these macronutrients. The micronutrients are equally important. We save a portion of our last class to learn about the main micronutrients that we need to have in our diet, how much of these micronutrients, what happens if we don't get enough of them, and what happens if we get too much of a certain thing. So the micronutrients are all of your vitamins and minerals. Does anyone here take a daily multivitamin? Raise your hand if you do. Awesome. I do too. I think they are the easiest, most wonderful way. And I haven't met a single medical professional that does not recommend a daily multivitamin. It's just a great, quick, easy way to get those micronutrients that you may not be getting from your food that you're eating, to get those in your body so you've got good levels of vitamins and minerals consistently. What my mom's doctor put her on was a prenatal vitamin. My mom is going on 80 years old. So she's not about to have a baby anytime soon. But that prenatal vitamin that her doctor put her on is just a great daily multivitamin to help her get all of those extra nutrients that she needs. And so I steal it from her, and I also take the prenatal vitamins. I'm not planning on having a baby anytime soon either, but you never know. So my mom's on them, I'm on them. I recommend them for all women. And if you're not on one, or if you know a friend who may need them, I'm going to drop in the chat really quick a place where you can get free multivitamins for women in the state of Arizona. It's Power Me, A2Z.org. So I put it in the chat. The site is called PowerMeA2Z.org. And this is a place you can go in. It's another program sponsored by the state of Arizona. You put in your email address, you put in your mailing address. They will mail you a pack of 3 months worth of daily female multivitamins. For the men in your life, I don't have a resource, I'm sorry. But for us ladies, we want to make sure we're getting our multivitamins every single day. So these are absolutely free. You can get them, sign up for them, and keep them coming forever if you want. So this is just a great resource that I love to share with anyone I give a presentation to. How are we doing on time? All right, I got 1 or 2 more minutes. There's only a couple more things I want to go over. A lot of people always ask me, when you're talking about your proteins, your carbs, your fats, what percentage of each one should I be eating in a day? And so I love to share this table right here because it's a really easy way for us to see, all right, I need to be getting 20% minimum of my daily calories from fat. And that surprises a lot of people. I'm talking about pure fat. Like, we need to eat at least 20% of our diet needs to be pure fat every single day. And when we have our class about fats, we really break down what kind of fats that we need and what kind of fats we may not need. Because there's, not all fats are made the same or are made equal. There's some that are really great and some that are okay and some that are terrible. But in general, we have to have fat in our diet every single day. I mean, every single day. After that is protein. A lot of people are surprised that we only need 10% of our diet a day to be protein. I think especially now with the Atkins diets and all these eat lots of protein diets, meat and potatoes, it's the American diet. A lot of people think I need to have lots and lots and lots of protein. And you do if you're one of those bodybuilders, if you're in pro sports, if you're going to the gym daily, trying to build your muscles. But if you're me, or just a regular person trying to get 30 minutes of exercise a day, not necessarily trying to bulk up, for your next bodybuilding competition, you really don't need more than 10 to 30% of your calories to come from protein a day. Mine's probably around the 10, 15, 20% range. I don't know what yours is, but a lot of people are getting too much protein in their diet. And along with that too much protein may come too much unhealthy fats and a lack of good carbohydrates. The good carbs are going to be your fibers. And in our carb class, we really break down the carbs because I feel like carbs and fats get a bad rep in our society today. Carbs are so good. So I recommend everyone carbs at least, I just say 50%. 50% of your diet a day, pure carbohydrate. And those are the good carbs. And so in our carb class, we break down again which ones are good, which ones are bad, which ones are, right in the middle. So that's one of my favorite things to look at. This is a part of the class, so I'm not going to go over that. This is the old food pyramid. Does anyone recognize this pyramid? This is what I was taught. I remember in first, second, third grade growing up, this is what they said, Kendall, make sure you eat like this. Make sure the base of your diet is bread and grain. And so I did. When I was little, I had lots of bread, cereal for breakfast every single day, big plates of pasta and spaghetti for dinner. And I think a lot of the times we still have this pyramid in our minds and we still eat like this. But this pyramid was really based off of faulty scientific information. And so when Americans started eating according to this diet that was recommended to us, instead of getting healthier, Americans on the whole tend to see increased rates of obesity, increased rates of diabetes type 2, increased rates of cancer, increased rates of heart disease, hypertension, any and all sicknesses that you can get from eating an unhealthy diet. When we were eating healthy, we got sicker. And so after more scientific information was released that actually proved this scientific pyramid to be very, very unhealthy, in 2011, finally, this is the new standard of the American diet that's supposed to be super, super healthy. I always like to use quotes because they're still doing scientific research today. This isn't the end all of how you should eat. This is just the best that they have right now. Hopefully in 10 years we're going to have something even better. But right now this is what's offered. So instead of having your grains be the base of our diet, now the base of our diet, if you look at this plate, half of our diet should be pure fruits and vegetables. So everything you eat a day, 50% of it should be pure fruits and vegetables. Right now, I live with my grandmother. She's 92, and she's never heard of this, absolutely never heard of this. So I love teaching and making sure I can see that this is actually put into practice. And so I say, Grandma, what vegetables did you have today? And she's like, oh, I had some crackers and some chips, and I had a Boost, the drinks that they give to older people. I'm like, that's great. Like, any vegetables, any fruit? And she just doesn't eat fruits and vegetables intentionally. And I feel like a lot of us maybe also don't eat fruits and vegetables intentionally either. So we have to be very intentional. Make sure half of everything we eat is fruits and vegetables throughout the day. And also when we're raising our kids or we have anyone that we're keeping an eye on what they're eating, half of what they're eating, pure fruits and vegetables. And another thing I absolutely love, which isn't necessarily a part of the class, but I'd like to share more information. Harvard University, they came out with their own food guide, and it varies just a little bit from the national food guide that the US government put out. And I love sharing it because I feel like differences are important to notice and to know why there's certain differences. So in the Harvard healthy eating plate, they swapped out milk with water. How many of you know that a lot of people are lactose intolerant? They simply cannot have milk in their diet for whatever reason. So it's not a necessary part of our diet. Water, however, absolutely is. Like, we need to get water, and most people in this country just aren't getting enough water. I'm one of them. I haven't had any water today, and it's already going on 10 o'clock in the morning. Sue, I see you. I see you, Pooja. Keep it up. Keep drinking that water. We want to have as much water as we possibly can. Over here, it says make sure, it's pretty obvious that vegetables are the most important thing that we need to eat in the day. And we need to have more vegetables than we're having fruits, grains, or protein. Like, it needs to be all about the vegetables. And however you want to get those is good. You can fry them, you can eat them raw, you can put them in a salad, you can put them in a soup. So many ways to get your good vegetables. But they definitely need to be the base of our diet. And one thing I love about the Harvard plate, they put oil on here, your healthy oils and your fats, because fats are such an essential part of our diet. And in this plate, it's not really apparent that we need to have fats in our diet every day. But this one, I love that it's there. It's very clear. Make sure you're getting your healthy oils every single day. And one more thing I want to share, because I know I'm way over time, is there's an app. Pooja says, what about coconut and flaxseed oils? We do go over all of those oils in our All About Fats class, which ideally would be the next class after this intro class. Coconut oil is a saturated fat, and so there are good and not so good qualities about saturated fat. Coconut oil in particular has very many positive qualities to it as far as health goes, but because it is a saturated fat, I think it's important that we limit it. Flaxseed oils tend to be a polyunsaturated fat, which are very, very good for you. And if it's coming directly from the flaxseed itself, if you're actually eating that flaxseed, then you're getting a lot of extra fiber, a lot of extra protein, and it also comes with all those omega-3s and 6s. So flaxseed oil is one of my favorite ones. I give it a 10 out of 10. Coconut oil, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's lower. I'm not saying don't have it, but definitely in moderation. But this app is another free app that we can use, and I love to encourage all of my classes to download it, anyone and everyone to download it. It's just an easy way for us to keep track of what we're eating. If you want to help make sure you're eating at least, let's say, 5 servings of vegetables a day, you can put it in the app. Say, I want to get 3 servings or 5 servings. You set your own goals, and then the app will help you keep track of them. So I love it. And that is pretty much it. Any questions about our classes? Anything we've spoken about today?
Well, that was an amazing presentation. I think you got all of our attention with that.
Wonderful. I hope that was the idea.
Yes, that was fantastic. So you offer these classes.
Absolutely. I teach these classes. We have an office of about 3 or 4 educators that teach throughout the Maricopa County area. So we do offer these classes. They are free of charge. We work with our community organizations to make sure they are on the time schedule that their community members are able to attend. And then after everyone finishes the classes, they do get a certificate from the University of Arizona saying that they completed the course in nutrition.
So today, you're looking for people to join existing classes, or you're looking to start a new class with us?
So today, the offer is to start a new class.
Okay.
We do have existing classes, but they're generally I have a coordinator that works with a group of people, so the coordinator is able to call everyone and remind everyone. So our job is just to offer the class. We like to partner with organizations that already have a group of people that they work with and can keep tabs on everyone who's invited for us. And so we can just show up and teach.
Miss Nora, I think this would be a great topic, and we can show this recording of her presentation to the Wellness Committee.
Oh.
And try to get, I'm sitting here going, I would like more of this information. January is a great time to try to hit people.
I know, after the holidays, right?
We are super supportive in this office for a while, in my particular office. Then we veer off, then we go back, you know, what we're bringing to share. If somebody brings a vegetable tray, people are like, what? But nobody thumbs their nose up at the donuts that show up on the table. So I think it would be awesome, you know, because we're always, the Wellness Committee works on these type things, and maybe we would have, I mean, community members for sure, we can put this out to the community, but I think we would have employees.
Wonderful. Yes, I have taught this class before to a whole group of employees. And it works out really well. We've worked with community centers, with schools, with churches, with parent organizations. We've worked with so many different community centers, and we've gotten positive feedback all around. The classes, they're quick, they're fun, they're interactive, they're easy, there's no tests, there's no grading. It's just come, learn the information, ask all of your questions. Pooja, I love that you threw out the question about the coconut oil and flaxseed oil. Thank you so much. That's what we do, and we encourage all the questions in our classes.
Okay.
So how can we sign up for those classes?
We would have to work with Nora, hopefully, to get a class schedule set. Um, it's
How many
4
people do
classes,
you look
and
for to get it going?
we've done smaller classes before. We've had classes of about 5 people. I've had classes with 60 people. So if we have, ideally it'd be a group of at least 10 or 15. If it's a Zoom class like this, 10, 15 would be perfect. But if you have a solid group of 5 people who want to take the class, it would be more than worth our time.
Oh, so you go to whoever partner invites you and sets up those classes for you. It's not like there's not like a course at Estrella Mountain Community College where, the classes are fixed so anyone can sign up for it. Okay, understood.
Correct. We wait for someone to sign
Copy
them
that.
up for us. Yeah. So,
You say, sorry, you say the classes are offered in English and Spanish, right? And Spanish.
correct. We have them in English and Spanish.
Yeah, Nora, that'd be a great idea to promote them both ways. See if people in our community, I mean, we've so been hitting them with health information, but all has to do with COVID and viruses. It'd be nice to switch gears for a while and
Switch
just
it
say,
up.
you can be healthy or eating. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it'd just be a nice change in topic. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Kendall. Miss Kendall, we'll be in contact. Sorry. Yeah, we'll be in contact because yes, we are very interested in this information.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes,
Thank you
I'd love to come if we're able to get a class schedule set up. It's just 4 classes, so if we have 4 hours, usually we do. The classes can be every Monday at 3 p.m. or, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Whenever works best for the community. And if it doesn't work with my schedule, then we do have other educators that we bring in, and so we make sure it works out somehow.
That sounds good.
Ms.
Very
Nora, would you
flexible.
please share Kendall's information with me too? Because while she's talking, I'm thinking too that I can possibly help her out with the other of my partners where we can offer those classes also. So I can get
Of course,
her
that
in
would be good.
contact with
That
some
would
of
be
them.
great.
So,
I'll
thank
throw
you.
my email in the chat too, so everyone can have
Okay.
my contact
Copy
info.
that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is it so exciting, Nora, when partners that you have brought together have ideas for each other? It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. That's fantastic.
Ladies, I have to jump off. I'm so sorry,
Thank
but
you. Thank you for your
That was
time.
Thank you very much.
thank you so much,
Thank you.
Sue, Maribel, Nora, Pooja. It's been a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
I'll also send the PowerPoint. I'll send it to you, Nora, later today, so you can have
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
it. Bye.
Bye.
That was awesome.
So great. We didn't get to ask her if potato chips can count as vegetable.
I know I have my Twinkies every day. I didn't see that in the.
I think you were raising your hand about the multivitamin, meaning your Twinkies, Maribel.
No, I do take a multivitamin every day.
With a Twinkie.
That's the only way.
Not judging, not judging. Okay, Nora, I think we're going to jump right to school choice, right? Yes.
Yes.
So I am going to share my screen because I have some interesting information that I want to make sure gets into this recording. We are about to launch. Oh, whoa. That's funny. I cannot make it bigger. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. We are about to launch our school choice window opening at the end of January. Now, girls, feel free to jump in here with me because I'm just going to give a little bit of a breakdown of what school choice means and what it could mean to your child. Super passionate about this topic. Several years ago, we decided as a district to remove school boundaries. Most of the adults who are listening to this would remember wherever your parents bought your house, you belonged to that particular school. Well, we got a unique idea a couple years ago and started down the road of creating what we call focus schools, different offerings at different schools based on interest. It is the exact same curriculum at each school and based on, everything that it should be, similar curriculum, but just delivered with a little bit of a twist. And we started our very first focus came about when we went to construct our newest school, which is now the Fine Arts Academy. What we did is we held a series of town halls and we asked the community, if we build it, will you come? What do you want the school to be? And after a series of town hall meetings, what came about was people wanted a Fine Arts Academy. They wanted a place where children who excelled in the arts could find a home. And so we started building there and we really started promoting it. And the other schools started going, hey, what about us? You have a Fine Arts Academy going on. We want to have a focus as well. And so what came about was what you're seeing on the screen now. All of our schools now have their own focus. Again, same curriculum, removed boundaries. What we're after is educating our parents about the projects and the experiences of each one of these schools, and having you choose a school based on the interest of your children, right? Parents know their kids better than anyone. So they would know, hey, my kid would do great at the Fine Arts Academy, or no, my child would not like that at all. I do not have a little drama mama, but I have a future engineer. Since they were 2 years old, they were taking things apart and putting them back together. I want them in the STEM Academy for engineering. Or I know that I have a future leader. Oh my gosh, my kid has been a leader since they could talk. Some might call her bossy, but I call her a leader. So I'm going to put her at the Leadership Academy, or him at the Leadership Academy. So super excited about the offerings we have. And I am shocked at the times when I meet parents and they say, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, seriously, we've been doing this for years. We put the programs out there, and what we currently have, and I'll go right across. Let me see if I can blow this up a tiny bit more. That was not a tiny bit more. That was a whole bunch more. What I'm scrolling on is actually the enrollment page on our website. Good information there. Where'd my little picture go? Good information here if you are new to our community, or you're going, wow, I didn't know this and I've been here a couple of years. There's school choice video there. It's a little bit older one, but it's still relevant. You can learn about a bunch of our programs. There's a video there about what kindergarten in our district looks like. Different ways to enroll. You can email, you can call, or you can use our brand new online enrollment. Here's the picture I was looking for. Brand new this year, we have the Collier Business Academy. This is for our students who think they want to build wealth, entrepreneurial, own their own business, have anything to do with finance, banking, those type things. We start educating students about finances right from kindergarten. So amazing. I was very excited when this one came on board this year, because I wish I had this kind of education in high school before I got my first credit card in college. So lots of interesting things going on there. That is our newest focus. Country Place Leadership Academy is a Leader in Me school. That's where all of our CEOs, our presidents, our governors, our mayors are going to be an elected official. Are you going to be a judge, or are you just going to be a difference maker? You're a leader in some capacity, then you belong at the Leader in Me school, which follows the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Super fun things going on there. Estrella Vista STEM Academy is for our engineers, people who are developing prototypes, who are interested in evaluating outcomes, who all kinds of things, builders, creators, belong at the Estrella Vista STEM Academy. Fine Arts Academy, we already talked about. All of our performing arts, our painters, our script writers, our actors, writers, musicians, they do amazing things as far as the performing arts there. Skipping over to Littleton STEM Academy for coding, we have, I love this, our flagship, our oldest school is our highest tech school. That's where our future game developers are, programmers, problem solving, cybersecurity people, there at the Littleton STEM Academy. Quinton STEM Academy, there's our doctors, our those interested in health, our athletes, our trainers, belong at the Quinton STEM Academy. Trace Real STEM Service Academy is for our people who want to give back to the community. Maybe they're our future teachers, might be city planners, firefighters, police officers, any kind of service career that you may want. You belong at the Trace Real Service Academy. And brand new this year as well, we have an online academy for those students. One of the things we learned during the COVID craziness was that some students really excelled online and they wanted to stay online. It's not for everybody. None of these programs are for everybody, but there's one for everyone. These are the kids who wanted to stay online, or people who moved out of our boundaries but did not want to give up our district, also chose to stay in our online academy with our amazing teachers who deliver instruction and meet with kids just like this every day online. So those are our current offerings. We are super proud of them. Our enrollment continues to grow, but this January, at the end of the at the very last week of January, we'll be opening up for requests. You may pick your school. Now, here's a cool thing, important thing to families. You shouldn't be picking, oh, just your neighborhood school because it's right there and it's convenient for you. You should be picking based on interest of your child, and we will transport. We have an amazing transportation department who has figured out if you live within outside of the walking boundaries for a particular school, we're able to put kids on a bus and get them to their school of choice. Now, something new this year, as a response to COVID, we changed up last year and we allowed everyone to make their choice electronically. We are going to do that again this year, but we are going to give a sneak peek to our parents who want to go into Parent View and make their requests before any other parents get a chance. We do fill requests on a first come, first served basis. So if you have not been in Parent View lately, shame on you. You should be in Parent View because you should be checking your child's grades and attendance every week. But also, this is where we're going to do what will we call it, Maribel? A pre-registration, a pre-ask, a sneak peek for our parents who do pay attention to Parent View. So
Yes.
look for that coming up on January
22nd.
January 22nd.
Yes,
It's a weekend, and we're going to allow parents to sneak in there and make their requests before we do the actual launch the following week. What have I missed, ladies? What have I missed?
Well, we want to make sure that the parents have an active Parent View account. So if you don't have an account, you can contact your school and get an activation letter so that you can open up your account, and you're able to make changes in the account. You can change phone number, you can add emergency contacts. Like you said, you can check for grades and attendance. So it's something great to have. And just so you know, in high school, it's Parent View is the way to go. They don't give us any forms. It's, we have to log into Parent View. So it's a good head start.
Awesome detail there, Maribel. Thank you. Now's the time. I'm glad she brought that up now. You don't want to wait till, first of all, January 22nd is a Saturday. None of us are going to be at work to be able to assist you. So you want to make sure that you have your Parent View account open and active now. And thank you to that. We can see, I don't know if you know this, parents, but we can see if you're logging in or not. So thank you. We have thousands of parents who log in regularly and stay on top of their children's grades and attendance. We've had parents calling saying, my child was not absent yesterday. They were online because they're under quarantine. And we say, oh, yeah. And we make corrections. So this is a partnership, and Parent View is one of the best ways that we stay in contact, the contact between the teachers and the families. And as Maribel said, several people in our department have high schoolers, and the high school, that's their only way that they get information. They don't give their first graders, because they're not first graders, information to take for the kids, for the high schoolers to take home in the backpack. Yeah, right. That's going to get there. They post it up in the portal for the parents, and they expect them to go get there right from the get-go. That's how they have to register, and that's how they get all their information. So make sure that you do have Parent View. The reason we are stressing Parent View is because you're going to get a jump start on school choice. Lots of information up on the website here. I'm just kind of scrolling through. Same curriculum, right? You can see there all of our offerings, arts. We have an engineering, health sciences, computer science, a leadership academy, service programs, and now brand new, our business academy and our online academy. So talk to your kids. see what they're interested in, see if they know what's happening at the other schools. Schools are promoting right now, trying to get kids interested in the school that they really want to be at. So another awesome thing about school choice that makes us stand out is we can control class size like no other district can. We all see these rooftops going up like crazy. If you are super worried that your class sizes are going to grow out of control, it doesn't work that way in our district, because I can tell you with confidence, we don't have a kindergarten classroom even approaching 30, because we funnel them off to other schools because we can transport, we can do that. So super excited what this has done for class sizes, super excited what this has done for student engagement. Overall behavior better for kids who have chosen a school where they really want to be, because really they won't be messing around if they're at a school they really want to be at and they're doing something they're interested in doing. So I urge you, really talk to your kids now before we open up the window. So we'll open up the window in January. It will stay open till Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, we close the window. For our parents who have not made a selection, one will be made for them. Children will be placed at schools, class loads will be balanced, and staff will be set. Our teachers need to know where they're going in March. We do react to the community. If there's more popularity at a certain program, we will make adjustments. So make sure that you respond so that the school is not chosen for you. And then when you'll find out, Maribel, tell them how they're going to find out. Where should they all call you right now and ask you?
They will see the school during their last report card, fourth quarter report card. At the bottom, it'll say your student is promoted to fourth grade, and it'll show what school they are going to. So yes, their fourth grade report card. And they can see it, the report card, they can see that in Parent View too. So
what? What about their second quarter report card? Where's that right now?
That is going to be on Parent View tonight for all schools. Yes.
Interestingly enough, today is when second quarter report cards are going out. Children will be printing and taking them home, but for those children who do not hand it to their parents, you can go right in the portal and see a copy of it.
Yes, it will be there.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, if you are brand new to our area and considering us, we'll show you right here. Our two enrollment specialists are on this page. Miss Carrie and Miss Suzette will help get you enrolled. They are assisted by Miss Nora, who's on this call. They are at the Family Welcome Center, and they can get you signed up. What do you need? Children's birth certificate, immunization records, proof of residency. If you have a withdrawal slip, that super helps us. And you're going to need a picture ID when you come in. And they are awesome. They'll get you taken care of quickly and efficiently and get you enrolled. We are super proud of the fact that we do allow variances. So if you are hearing this and you are outside our boundaries and go, wow, I want to be a part of the Littleton Elementary School District, we accept variances. Right now, we have almost 300 students coming from outside of our district inside because of what we're doing here with school choice. So if you have additional questions, you may email. We'll put it in the chat, customer service at littletonaz.org. Miss Maribel, if you would type that in there. You want to know about our programs, give us an email. We can give you a holler back and make sure that your student is in the right program for next year. Did I get it all, ladies?
Yes. Miss Sue, it's customer service
at littletonaz.org. Yep.
Okay.
We take all kinds of general questions in there. We have several of us who monitor that box so that we can give timely and accurate responses to your questions. Okay, Miss Nora, I think that.
Now, just a reminder for all the parents to fill out those school meal applications. It's not just a meal application. It's this help us for school funding. This also for athletics, and for those parents who have the kids in high school. So our students have other siblings in high school. That helps for college application fees too. And in the past, the parents have been able to receive the EBT card. So it's very important for us that you help us fill in those school meal applications.
And we do have the links posted on our website. So they are in English and Spanish. It's a quick survey, less than a minute. You will put your student's name, what school they go to, and then just indicate whether the student, whether your family qualifies for free, reduced, or does not qualify at all. So indicator 1 would say for free, indicator 2 for reduced, and then no, does not qualify or not eligible.
Wow, Miss Nora, did I butt in there on that agenda and I skipped that, didn't I?
No,
Very important. So we have been hammering our community right now. Apologize to those of you who already filled out the application. But what we found nationwide, not just here at Littleton, is that because we were allowed to give free meals out during COVID, many of the parents did not complete that lunch meal application. Then they had no idea how that was hurting us. There's other funding for all schools tied to the completion of those applications. So thank you very much. We have been hounding parents, and we got several hundred this week. So now we're scrambling because our deadline really is next week. We have to have all this information into our data system so that the state can see it. And they're going to pull a final poll next week, which is why we've been bothering you. So again, if you already did it, thank you so much. If you didn't do it, we're begging you. We have to have those applications because a lot of funding is tied to it. Funding that helps us have reading interventionists, after school tutoring, get discounts on technology, and on and on and on, the things that it does. But those are the important things that I want you to know. So I am still sharing my screen, I believe. Is that correct? I went to the home page of our website. We put it in the pop-up here for your convenience because it's so important to us. You can fill this lunch survey. It's just one question. You're putting in your kids' names, and then you're telling us whether you're free, reduced, based on a chart. It's super easy. You can do it on your phone. So if you haven't done it, please do it. Also, related to that, I just made it go away, was the parent view login is up there as well, and enrollment. This is so that you can check now before school choice comes. Anything else, ladies?
Nope, I think we're good.
Okay, Miss Nora, bring us on home.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us, and it was very, like, with the VITA information and also the food nutrition, it was very interesting information. Hope you like it.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see
Very
you next
nice
time.
program you put together, Nora. Thank you.
Thank you, Nora.
Whoa, my coffee cup.
Bye, everyone.